I have passed through Jingtian favorite Wen. False siblings love Tianpengwen. It's a pity that I'm vicious and unworthy. I don't want to be mean. So while the heroine is still a little bearded, who is the brother? It's not the brother, right? Nangong. When I was a child, I was not a little cutie with a pink jade bracelet. But a father in our village doesn't hurt. The poor baby my mother doesn't love. No princess dress, no small leather shoes, only clothes that don't fit, pants. Barefoot all day, all dirty. Tattered. The face is black and black. Cross snot marks on both cheeks. The color is black. Dirty hair reaches willow. Think about it in the public service news that's on TV. Left behind children in poor areas. Yeah, that image. I'm still a little dizzy just now. The grandfather of the original owner bought him a small cake. He was overjoyed and showed it off. Trick the heroine. The heroine threw a stone at him. Smash his head. The little cake also fell. The original owner is the grandson of the family since childhood. The wife is married. Every time I see him, I try my best to piss him off. It is necessary to take revenge until the heroine left college. I saw the heroine shining brightly in prison. I like to chase the heroine again. To destroy the relationship between the male and female protagonist. Design male lead until the two found evidence and sent it to the cell. Killed in a cell. I touched my head. It's okay. The swollen bag is not big. That little wolf cub is not far away, staring at me viciously. You look like you're about to pounce and grab something at any time. It's not that this girl is now being beaten up. Like, where is the bullying? Forget it, I'm only 6 years old. Don't tell me my 22-year-old soul can be his dad. It is said that the Yuan master is also 10 years old. I don't know anything like a kid. I silently picked up the little cake. The cream is no longer available. There's a golden cake at the bottom. I get rid of the dust. Put it on the fence. The fence is not high, about a meter. I'll be a head above the fence. I'll give him a shout. The finger clicked on the little cake. Back into the house. He's so dirty. I don't want any contact with him. I hid in the house and peeked at Nangong Li's fourth room from the window. I didn't expect this turning point. The fierce eyes were right for a moment. Then he rushed like a room. Grab the cupcake and run. When Nangong Li was hanging around at my door again, I was extremely quick. Pour the leftovers into a large bowl. Put it on the fence. He didn't say hello. I don't want to care about him at all. Even want to be like the original owner. Hit him farther with a stone or stick. It's scary. Those eyes stared at people with cold eyes. I feel like he's up to no good. Why haven't you kicked that girl out these 2 days? I scratched the back of my head, full of benevolence and morality. Always say to be helpful? And Grandma, didn't you say? His dad drinks and doesn't care about him. His mother ran away too. How pathetic. I touched my head lovingly and said I was sensible. Grown up, eh? I want him to remember my gift of rice. Just leave me behind. There was a crackling sound in the yard. Crisp and piercing. I am doing my homework. You scared me! The bowl that was placed on the fence before hit 2 meters away from me. I clenched the pen. It seems that the dog's head in Nangong is clenched tightly. Smelly Girl is the 4th bowl. The first one didn't come back. The second one is missing. The third slept in the gutter outside my house. That's so great. In the 4th smashing field, it can be regarded as the fallen leaves. And that stinky girl has long since disappeared. I put a bowl on the fence. There is a candy next to the bowl, green transparent plastic packaging. You can see the round candy inside. I found a bamboo sliver more than 1 meter long, hide behind the leafy evergreen. I feel like I'm setting a trap in the snow right now. The clever urchin is excited. As long as he comes, I will punish evil and promote good. Do the right thing for heaven. Scared him to death and didn't teach him a lesson. He thought I took a bowl from the sky. Got bitten by mosquitoes several times. I just saw Nangong Li limping over. I frown. Didn't you run fast in the morning? Why is it lame in just an hour or two? Walking into the dark dirt couldn't stop him. The bruises oozing from his forehead. When he sees sugar, the little body suddenly adjusted. His face was dazed with shock. I stood there and watched for a long time. I slowly reached out to get it. Be careful. Treasure. My chest was shaking. Was this heroine so pitiful when she was a child? There's no classrooms. Watch her go. And I walked out. Hey, Nangong left a big jump. The whole person retreated in surprise. A pair of black eyes panicked. It's wide open. This reaction took me by surprise. Don't drop my bowl. Put it back. Got it. I dragged the bamboo sticks past him. He stood motionless. So I thought about it and took the rest of his cousin out of his pocket. Give it to him. I forgot half a spoonful. Turn around and run. Wrap your feet and shake them. Barefoot on a gravel road. I don't seem to know the pain. I was worried that he might be shaking somewhere. fall to the ground. Luckily not. I look down at my palm. A few candies lie there quietly. Candy paper is bright, colorful. I clenched the candy, decided to give him another one next time. I also came back before dinner, talking about the fields. What I heard was that Nangong Lee was beaten by his father this morning. Because his dad woke up in the morning and didn't have hot water to drink. I think of his forehead with kidney blood, a limp walk, and reaching for candy. A few mud scars on the sleeve. This meal was a bit overwhelming. I sometimes feel like I'm feeding the dog. For example, I don't see Nan now. The palace used chopsticks to knock on the small aluminum basin. Why replace it with a small aluminum basin? To save my family's bowl. Nangong Lee will get a tattoo. Looking at me from not far away, a pair of black eyes, on a dirty, messy face. It's particularly bright, vigilance and anticipation. This little look is really surprising. I silently put another milk candy on the chopsticks. I nodded as a greeting. Turn around and go home. I also thought about whether to cut his beard while he was still small. Brother and sister love development play. Who is the brother? It's not the brother,
On
right?
second thought, forget it.
I'm not seriously ill. My parents have a small business in the city. My grandfather and I live in a village not far from town. After graduating from primary school, he will go to the city to study junior high. Entered elementary school after leaving the semester. It is said that the teacher still completed the control. In the process of the treasure learning task, it was found that a school-aged child was not enrolled in school. Find his house and let his drunk dad send him to school. His father, because he is a girl, I don't want to send him to school. National Day, 7 days. I kept him for 7 days. It's all leftovers. But it's also warm and nutritious. From falling my bowl, just throw the aluminum basin and chopsticks back into my yard. Up to now, the basin will be. The chopsticks are washed and put back in place. Also a grateful. On the bottom of the aluminum basin. The crater thrown out of the ground can be ignored. Thank you. Stinky girl steals my buns. The lady boss hands it over. I'm reaching out. He grabbed it and ran away without a trace. I looked at the lady boss. The lady boss looked at me. He didn't want to be taken advantage of. I silently took out another $1. I bought a new steamed bun. A piece of steamed bread, 7 hair. My milk gives me $2. 30 cents left. Originally, $1 was to buy a cake. Stinky girl goes back to the classroom to collect homework. Organize early reading. Boys push disobediently. No matter how you greet it, there is no reaction. In response to the anger of the knife being finally robbed. Have a place to vent. And I slammed it on the desk. Pa! The sound of my anger shook the earth. Silence in the classroom. Everyone looks back in horror. I stared coldly at the group of boys who were making trouble. Fucking facts. Bunch of bastards. I asked you to read in the morning, not for you to fight. Go back to your seat now. Maybe my adult deterrence erupted. Teenagers look unconvinced, but quietly went back to his seat. Listen to Scholar Lang, looking down at the young 4th graders. I really feel like a dream. I'm a 22-year-old adult. Now a 4th grader. Still the monitor. I'm awesome. The second recess exercise. I'm still a leader. Is it so showy? Fortunately, there is the memory of the original owner. Otherwise, you will be embarrassed to go home. The leader stands tall, so you can see it at a glance. There's a dirty 1st grader on the left side of the stage. A baby dug out of the trash. Being trained by the teacher.
Stand up straight.
Eyes on the ground. Left foot rubbing right foot. A look of oil and salt. I'm angry at a glance. Lunch at school. Free nutritious meals provided by the state can be eaten. Just eat and hang your life. It's not really delicious. But Nangong Lee can eat 3 bowls in a row. Starving ghost firstborn pulling rice into his mouth. Every bite fills Purin's mouth. Chew twice and start swallowing. Look and see. I feel very uncomfortable. The girl I was with in my last life. Which one didn't grow up with thousands of pets? I watched and swept the floor. Lock the door. Put the key on the windowsill of the old turnaround room. A few senior boys just went downstairs. Carrying Nangong Lee past my eyes. And I stood there for a while. And he sighed. He knocked on the 6th grade teacher's door. Just be chivalrous. The teacher is in a hurry. I don't feel it. I can't die anyway. When someone is found, Nangong Lee has been left in the paddy field by the roadside, drenched, wrapped in mud from head to toe. Only a pair of cold saints left with some crazy eyes. The fields are big and the water is very small. Ebony dirt comes out of the water. The water reaches Zhuangzi and green leaves. He sat in a corner of the field, small and lonely. My heart skipped a beat. The original owner also encountered tenure development at the beginning, even ridicule. Throw water and mud at him. After a good fight, I went to the field, reach out. I would rather sit still in the field. A pair of eyes are bright and cold. Should have been innocent. This matter filled with scars that will lead people to perish together. So I thought about it. Pass a candy. His eyes rolled slowly and looked to the side. Black pupils shrink. Shrink a trace of grievance. Come here, I passed it forward. After half a reward, he tried to stand up. Mud heavy. Seems to be pulling a little one and he sinks into the sludge. He uses both hands and feet. Stand up and kneel. Stand up and kneel down and finally stand up. Come to me, Ahuma sludge. Reach out with a hand that doesn't show the slightest skin color. I take back the sugar, grab his hand and wash it in the water. Very thin at this time. Bone person. I was suffocated. Let's wash the mud first. The teacher frowned. It's like there's something really bothering you. Finally, he said to me, classmate, take him home. I said, teacher, you'd better deal with it. Nanggong Li's father is a famous alcoholic in the village, drunk to beat people up. Finally, I talked to the parents of a few 6th graders. Let the parents negotiate to take Nanggong pair to wash. I also put on some old clothes from someone I don't know. It's been a few days. I finally got to see the heroine open her eyes. Melon seed face with big eyes. Fair skin. There's nothing bad to look at except being thin. As expected of the heroine, she was following me, carrying someone else's old school bag. Boss, what is the bottom of a school bag? Almost to the point where her knees are bent. The book inside. I don't know which 6th grade classmate's old book it is. Her original school bag was dark. Broke a strap and tied a pimple at random. The zipper is broken. Sticky, bloody mouth. I don't know which trash heap I picked it up from. I was buried in a paddy field today, and I turn around and he stops. Look at me coldly. I don't like you this morning. The act of stealing my buns. If it happens again, I will definitely hit you. You try it. He looked up at me viciously. Run forward quickly. I yelled candy at him. He stops abruptly. Turn around and rush back, grab the sugar and run. I couldn't help but vomit, girl. My mother asked me why that girl hasn't come for so many days. I said I don't know. Maybe I said I was going to hit him and make him hate me. Can't you get someone by knocking on a woman? No one took away the food placed on the fence. 被蚊蝇围绕. Or maybe he's having lunch at school. Can barely get by. I don't have to do that. I want to stick to it for another 2 days without eating it. The heroine's ladder is not a sudden ladder. It's a wind ladder. He killed a cat in front of me. Murakami Highway. There are motorcycles that run fast with people. A kitten can't avoid being run over. Vomiting blood. Limb twitching. Can't even make a sound. Can't live. Nanggong Li is just 2 meters away from Li Kitten. Witnessed tragedy. I'm a few meters behind him. He stood there for a moment. Walk over slowly. Pick up cat ears. The kitten is still struggling and twitching. But there's very little movement. I thought he was going to put the cat on the side of the road. I will touch him to appease 1 or 2. I think too much. He held the cat's head in one hand, holding the cat's neck with one hand. Give it a good twist. My neck instantly turned cold. The hair all over his body stood up at once, scalp tingling. So I took a step back, and he looks back at me. Cold eyes. It doesn't seem to fit. Half-silk fireworks. It's demonic and immortal. He doesn't move, and I dare not move. The coolness brought by the autumn wind freezes me inch by inch until a motorcycle roars by. The laughter of students is as far as possible. I have a feeling of being on Earth. He moved, slowly dragging the silent kitten into his arms. I walked down a path on someone else's side. I hesitated for a moment and followed. I'm afraid he's going crazy. Roast the cat and eat it. He didn't eat the woods. Picked up branches and dug a hole, put the cat in, lifted up and covered with many dead leaves. I looked at that little back, suddenly grasped his motive for swallowing the killer just now. Instead of dying in pain, it's better to die. Long pain is better than short pain. But he's barely 7 years old. I can't imagine him. What kind of life is it? That's why he's so young. I took it from my bag, bring out a lunchbox with a lid. It was my 3rd grade cold and I couldn't eat. I bought Nanggong Li, who gave me porridge. I called him to give you this lunchbox. After lunch, make a bowl and take it home to eat. Remember to be honest with you. And he turns around and he looks straight at me. Eyes are too bright. Looks very cold, like a pool in the ice and snow. Cold as water, only cold left. Happy silent. Come get me louder. He slowly got up and walked over, standing still in front of me. I bent over and reached over his shoulder. Unzip. Stuffed the lunchbox in. He already smelled bad again. I wrinkle my nose. Girls need to change their clothes frequently. Bathing without clothes. I choked up and thought, take his hand. These hands are so black and dirty. I sigh in my heart. Wash your hands when you wake up in the morning and come home with me. I went home and explained my thoughts to my grandfather. Take out my childhood clothes. Put it in his pocket. He took the laundry basin outside the fence. Let him watch carefully. Learn to soak clothes in washing powder. Count from 1 to 100. Step on it again. Rub it again with your hands. Wring it out, change the water, and wash it 3 times. Hang her to dry. Will he nod? Grandpa made a meal and asked him to come together. He doesn't leave my house to cook in a small aluminum basin. Add another meal to him. He squatted at the door and devoured. Stinky girl. It is said that some people spend a lifetime to heal their childhood. Nangong Lee's miserable childhood. I'm afraid it will take a few lifetimes to cure. Their family is poor. His dad took that meager subsidy. Drink and gamble. Let him fend for himself. You don't have food without his dad eating all day. The whole family doesn't care. When Nangong Lee was hungry, he looked for goods everywhere to pick up things to steal if you can't find it. If he gets caught, he will send it to his father. His dad didn't say a word, punched and kicked. Even if he is a girl, just because he's a girl. Like now, I'm leaning against the wall, hear the thump-thump in the hallway. If you don't know, I thought someone would take advantage of the sunny day to dry the quilt, beat the quilt with a hanger to make it softer. The result is hitting people. Little kid. His father threw his fist relentlessly. Slap and kick. That hit him. The voice hit my heart. There are not toilets on every floor. It was on the edge of the playground. I went downstairs to the toilet. Just happened to see him being kicked flying. Fly from the classroom door to the wall of the balcony. Like a doll thrown from the house. Sitting there, powerless to resist. Can't resist. Don't want to resist. I quickly ducked back behind the wall. I don't want him to see me. The teacher advised the guilty child not to beat him like this. His dad said that's how you should steal. If you are afraid, you will not dare to steal. What was stolen? Steal someone else's hanger. Laundry detergent. I taught him to do laundry. He washed it well. But he doesn't have laundry detergent at home. No hangers. I clenched my fists. Fingers embedded in the flesh. Pain makes me sane. I can't go out and beat up that scumbag. So he left at the top of the stairs. I got him. I dashed out. Hit him straight on the back. The smell and alcohol almost made me retch. He fell to the ground and I fell too. I quickly got up. Keep your head down and apologize. It's Uncle Nangong. Sorry, Uncle Nangong. I didn't mean to. I panicked to go to the toilet, not watching the road. Sorry, Nangong Bobo. Go quickly. Thank you, Nangong Bobo. I quickly ran to the toilet. Home from school. I tidied up the hangers at home. Will be deformed. Peeling cleaned out. Pour another half-pack of washing powder into the mineral water bottle. Put it on the fence. Knock on the aluminum basin. Nangong Lee poked her head out from behind the wall of someone else's house. I pointed to something to take home, and he was dawdling over. Hair is washed. Although it shows the withered yellow of malnutrition, but it's refreshing. Clothes have been changed. It's a boy's. Ultraman's long-sleeved sweater printed on the chest. There is no odor on the body. It's just that some places are not washed clean. I clicked on his ear, the back and the entire neck. When washing your face and taking a shower, these places should also be washed. I handed him another candy. Sensitive lips whisper, does it hurt? The child's hand with the sugar mixed the pulp. Shaking his head, he grabs the sugar. Stand up straight with drooping eyelids. There's so much smoke. It is clearly the stubbornness of struggling to survive. And I reached out and I rubbed his head. I can't help but soften it, and the sound will be better. It will be fine. Your biological mother will come to pick you up. Your stepfather will be nice to you. You will also have a brother who takes good care of you. You will also fall in love with him. No matter how early I get up, my milk is always older than me. He made breakfast and let me eat first. After eating, you can read the book first. Wait for me to carry my bag. I passed a plastic bag. It contains 2 gray sweet potatoes. Buried in the stove last night, stuffy water for his girl. I'll call Nangong Yi. Remind him to say thank you. He kept quiet. He touched his head peacefully. No need. No need. A few worthless sweet potatoes. Eat well. Run for school! I didn't have high hopes for him either. Pulling his clothes out, thank you. The voice of the clouds. I thought I was hallucinating. I patted his head awesome. Let's go to school. I go to the 2nd floor. He goes to the 1st floor. Wait for the break. He is standing at the classroom door again, always questioning him harshly and impatiently. Why don't you do your homework? He stood there in silence. Like a stump, you don't do it again. I'll call your dad. This threat may be serious. But Nangong Lee did not respond. I didn't want to protect him, no mission. Or the system or something, let me take care of it. I'm a saint at heart. I think it's better to let him support himself first. When I was growing cabbage, I knocked on the aluminum basin with chopsticks and replaced Nangong Li. Let him learn from the little girl. It is rare to have a blank face. Learn from me and learn to go back to planting. You can feed yourself. Stop stealing. He saw the end carefully, and I brought him a bowl of rice. Put a small half packet of cabbage seeds in the pocket of his Superman jacket. Go back and sprinkle it on the ground. I don't know how to ask. See him go far without holding back. Remember to do your homework after shouting. I have a tacit understanding with Nangong Li. Come to my house in the morning and have a casual breakfast. Follow me to school. After school, he would wait for me to follow me home. A classmate made fun of me for having a little tail. I ignored it. Other boys and girls laughed at him for being a follower. He didn't react, but someone threw mud at him. He rushed up like crazy, pressed someone half his height to the ground. 4 dozen, I struggled to pull him away. Teach him a lesson. He said your clothes can't be dirty. I lined up the mud on his clothes. Just wash the clothes if they are dirty, but if you are injured, it will hurt. To avoid being bullied by the seniors, I had him right in front of their teacher's office. I picked him up after school. Is everyone starting to harvest sweet potatoes? I also helped my grandfather in the field. They dug it up. I was responsible for shaking off the mud lumps from the sweet potatoes. Rip off tendons. I saw Nangong Li standing still in the distance, staring at this side numbly and coldly. I had an idea. Grandpa, I'll go over for a while. I found a small rice pocket for Nangong Li. Let him come to me later with his pocket. He saw me go. I'll follow soon. I push him back. Press his shoulder and tell you to stand here. Count to 100 and come back. Bring your pockets too. Do you hear me? My grandfather asked me what I was doing. I said I saw Nangong Li. Tell him to go back and get a pocket. Help us organize the sweet potatoes later and give him a few. Nangong Li came with the pocket. Little baby. Holding the pocket upright. That pocket blocked most of him. I suddenly felt a little sour. He probably thought he was given something very important. So move. I'm so loud in this pose. Ali is here. Help us get these. After finishing, you can pick up a few sweet potatoes and go home. My grandparents look at each other, also echo loudly and ask the little girl to do it quickly. I'll kick it back for you later. He doesn't understand, he's busy. Or perhaps this is the first time he has received such kindness, not alms from above. It's not a dislike to send. And he looked at me. I yelled at him, hurry up! It will be dark soon. He worked hard. It's pretty fast. It's very meticulous. The little one is squatting in the ground, a little uncomfortable. Cabbage sprouted, a piece of green oil. Nangong Li imitates others. Picked up a lot of sticks to surround the vegetable field. Prevent other people's chickens and ducks from being spoiled. A few days ago, he went to see Uncle Hugh planting cauliflower. Uncle Hugh. A few vegetable seedlings. My mother asked me to send him some radish seedlings, cabbage seedlings. Your cabbage is growing so well. I circled around. Sincerely admire. Heroine's hand, probably the legendary Goldfinger. What are you doing? I'll give you a hand. He was about to step in without saying a word. I got him! Come on! And I gave him the seedlings. My milk asked me to bring it. Plant it ASAP. He was worried. It seems like I want to say something, but it's hard to say. I'm on my knees, half squatting and asking him, how many sweet potatoes do you have? 3 big pockets. I will also bring you 5 kilos of rice in a few days. There will be more or less people who will follow suit. You clean the house. Find a place to put rice. He nodded lightly. Suddenly twisted and ran home. Run and turn around and I'll bring you water. 6 or 7-year-olds. Learn to behave like an adult. I don't know if it's sad or gratifying. My heart is heavy. He was careful to keep the porcelain bowl clean. The water is crystal clear. I washed it. He rubbed his fingers. What water tank and bowl? Washed. I rubbed it twice with encouragement and he was furry. Bucket, you did a great job. It turned out to be because I didn't drink the water. He was afraid that I would find it unclean, so he explained in a low voice. I drank water. Pass him the bowl. Remember to boil hot water in winter. Otherwise, it is easy to catch a cold. Well, here comes tea. A man suddenly swayed out of the door. Sloppy and obscene. I haven't responded yet. Nan Bengli turned around at once. The little man opened his hand slightly. The appearance of a protector. I was shocked. So weak. So scared. So brave. Uncle Nangong, my mother asked me to send you some vegetable seedlings. I'm going back. I patted Nangong Li on the shoulder. You be careful. Don't mess with him, I'm leaving. The teacher in Nangong called me to the office. There was a fight in Nangong. Let me take care of it. I was very surprised. Teacher, I am not the guardian of Nangong Li. I'm not obligated to listen to your lessons here. He waited for a while. But you want to change him? You also want him to improve. It's always your kindness and work ethic. But that shouldn't be comforting to me. I'm not related to him. I'm just from his village. Just a brother I know. Walk out of the office. Nangong Li stood at the door like an abandoned puppy. Aggrieved and angry. Fist clenched. Look at me viciously. I slapped him on the head and I treated you well. I am kind, but I'm not your mother. Some things are out of my control. I turned around and left. The stinky girl is still angry. I'm not angry yet. I was trained for no reason. I don't care if I'm a brother, but my sister can't be angry. I went over again. What are you doing with a slap on his back? What kind of frame has to knock people into the wall? It's too cruel. You keep contacting your dad. Your dad didn't beat you to death. Hurry up and apologize to your classmates. Otherwise, don't talk to me. Concubine Nangong Li, look at me. Shot into the office like a cannonball. Kneeling down at the little boy. Sorry for the loud voice. Office teacher. The crying boy was also terrified. Open your mouth and forget to cry. My eyes are sparse and sour. This kid. Do you think apologizing means kneeling? On the way back, and I gave him a good lesson. Apologizing is mainly about recognizing your mistakes. Sincerely say sorry. And mistakes need to be corrected. Otherwise, it's pointless to say sorry. No matter what, you can't kneel easily. Unless it's something really important. Or have to kneel. I'm twittering. Child with sparkling eyes. Bend into a crescent. The face is full of joy. Hey, weird. So happy to be preached. Final review stage. I accidentally came across an 18-point Chinese paper. I couldn't be more shocked. The heroine is a straight-A student's heroine Chinese 18 points. There is not much description of the heroine's childhood in the book. It's all when the college male couple pesters the female lead. It is mentioned in the conversation between the two and the recollection of the heroine. So did the heroine get 18 points in the first grade? No way of knowing. I step away from the crumpled paper, looking at doing homework behind my back. I also secretly took the corner of my eye to my boyfriend's kilometer. Do you have math papers? He paused, dawdling, pulled another one out of his bag. Pass me the crumpled paper. Although wrinkled, the red pen is very conspicuous. 八三还好还好. Just partial. 2 weeks until the end of the term. You can't make up for anything. Teach him to organize his school bag. Let him have 2 weekends. In my house, the book redoes the papers he can find. Not at all, I'll tell him. I thought it was Nua's lack of replenishing heaven and blood. The result is Jingwei reclamation, but don't understand that, don't understand. This won't, that won't. I understand the pain of being a teacher. Forget about the final exam. Let's make up for it during the winter vacation. After the exam, I asked him to put the Chinese book, the math book is here. I told him from the beginning, my grandpa happily said that Shaozi became a teacher. It's amazing, is it amazing? Don't say anything. The student is really difficult to teach. The title is written by the poet of the agricultural tide. My test question is compassion for farmers. It's written below the test questions, the poets and their dynasties. Tang Lishan. Tang Dynasty poet Lishan. Nangong Li wrote confidently. I watched him write Li in parentheses. Shentang. I held back the anger in my chest. Pick up the pen and circle the word Tang. This is the dynasty. Fill in the first blank. Right circle Lishan. This is the name of the poet. The poet is the one who wrote this poem. Fill in the second bracket. Nangong Li. Wipe it clean with an eraser. Wrong answer. Write it down seriously. On the afternoon of the day. Life-saving, quick-acting, heart-saving pills. I need a quick fix. Because of this problem, I didn't let him come to make up the class for 2 days. He doesn't deserve a stinky girl. Final grades come out. Ichinese nomadiode. Math 100, English 99. Nangong Li Yuan 45. 8 books of mathematics. I gritted my teeth. I plucked up the courage to take up the responsibility of making up lessons. I don't know if it's school or something. Nangong left school very quickly, except for language, occasionally life and death, other basic teachings. My parents came back to pick me up to play in the city. I also brought back the workbook I asked to buy, tool book, copybook. I give Nangong isolated a lot of work, guaranteed to fill his winter vacation. And as I was leaving, he was staring at me really hard, big eyes full of reluctance. I patted him on the head. I'll be back soon. I came back to bring you candy and toys. I'll be back when you're almost done with the workbook. Actually, I could have skipped it, but the original owner seems to have every winter and summer vacation. We'll go to stay with his parents for a while. I can't be an exception. I brought 2 boxes of foam for Nangong Li, and 2 boxes of spinning gyros, and a pair of shoes. This is with my pocket money, and the reward my parents gave me. I emphasize that I hope he can remember all my good deeds. See you later, you can smile at each other. Rather than trying to kill me. He squatted in the shoebox for half a day without responding, and I looked down at him. Nangong Li's eyes were red. Tears are swirling in the eyes. The nose is also red. Nangong Li like this. Let me choke with my throat blocked in my heart. I reached out and patted him on the head, rubbed his hair. Very clean, shiny, smooth and fluffy, much longer, but it's a mess because there are no books. I guess I'll have to teach him how to comb his hair. Happy New Year. Nangong Li pursed his lips and looked up at me. Crystal tears rolled down from the red eyes. Mysterious jade pendant by the cheek. Thank you, brother. Happy New Year, brother. If colors can describe people's mood, then my mood is now a white cloth splashed with paint, messy, sad and angry at his poor experience. Sad and sympathetic for his tears. Satisfied and proud that he learned to take care of himself. Also rejoiced because of his lifelong brother. Nangong Li's father woke up for a day during the Chinese New Year, cooking with Spring Festival couplets, ancestor worship and setting off firecrackers. Then I drank too much. I took Nangong to clutch my uncle's daughter, carrying red lanterns with a large group of children in the village. New Year's greetings. When I come back, pockets full of delicious food, and bits and pieces of lucky money. I put money in snacks. It's all in Nangong's pocket. Give you a little fat year at home. Brother, I'll push him, let's go. It's too late. Remember to wear new shoes tomorrow. Put on new shoes. Start a new journey. Nangong is 1 step away and 3 turns around. Come on, I'll take my little cousin home. Little cousin is only 4 years old. Ask my brother for round eyes. Brother won't let me call you sister. What do I call you? The stinky girl is still looking for a smoke during the New Year. New Year's Day. Nangong Li wasn't wearing his new shoes. He said he was reluctant. A semester has passed. The shoes on his feet changed from these slow shoes to those broken ones. I haven't seen him wear his new shoes once. His grades are double 100 this semester. But proud of me for a while. It's not a waste of me asking him to memorize the text on the way to and from school every day. Recite ancient poems and teach him math on weekends. Man raised a bit. In the 2nd grade, he also became the monitor. Nangong Li at this time, there is a self-reliant image of poor students. Old clothes, old shoes, but clean, high ponytail. Straighten your back and look straight ahead. No expression on the face, but neither humble nor arrogant. In poor families, the feeling of a self-improving child. Public service advertisement. I'm looking for this kind of character. Isn't it? You have to grow vegetables to support yourself. Going around typing just food again? Make sure you don't fall behind in your studies. Neighbors are tolerant and kind-hearted, are willing to ask him to do something. Give him some more rice, noodles, and vegetables. Preserve his dignity. Let him live openly. Life can be maintained. Just avoid his father. You grow up, you run faster. Can avoid most. Occasionally beaten. You can also find a chance to get out. Come to my house. I'll give him some iodophor or medicinal wine. He was happy at the end of the term. Bring the certificate. I hugged him and turned around several times. Is that his award? This is my teaching achievement. Usually fail. Big move at the end of the period. I asked him why he usually did that. He said he didn't understand what the teacher said. Brother can understand. Okay, I have a gift for being a teacher. In 3rd grade, Teacher Nangong Li met me. Said that Nangong Li wrote an essay. The topic is my brother. He said he knew it was written by me at a glance, and very touched. I cried. Nangong Li, who was supposed to be a model essay in class, rushed to the podium. Ask him not to read. So he gave up. Praise me at the end. Say I'm kind, helpful. There will be a bright future in the future. He said he had learned a lot from me. Saying that helping people is nothing but sloppy out of the quagmire, and give him a way to wash the sludge off his body. And a way to stop falling into the quagmire. My teacher also complimented me. The other class teachers also praised me. The principal also complimented me because of this composition. I was also named a Miyoshi student in the 6th grade. And one of those forces is helpfulness. Helping lower school students. Get out of the haze of domestic violence. Help him get funding for a neighborhood blind date. Help him fall in love with learning. Get excellent results. I never thought, my actions are so great in the eyes of others. I thought I just had to wait until his biological mother came to pick him up. And you're done. It's either 3rd grade or 4th grade. I didn't expect his dad to be so crazy. Midnight 3 watch. Silence. The sound of pong 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 is really a saint. I heard Aunt Wang, who was not far from Nangong, shout, "A hurdle in the southern court. Big skull. If you hit your intimate daughter again, you will beat her to death," waiting for people to rush over. Nangong Li was tied up and hung from the beam. Head drooping. He's unconscious. Tiger poison Bouzizi. What kind of bastard is the southern court? It's already cold. He is a girl. 10-year-old girl. He is hung here. How desperate to be beaten like this by my biological father. When he passed out, "Do you feel like you're finally free?" Grass a few books and put Nangong Li down carefully. I hurriedly wrapped the big pajamas I put on for him. He was cold. Heartbreak on fair skin. Scarred. I know he won't die. But it hurts. It hurts! It's the 28th of the 12th lunar month today. It will be Chinese New Year the day after Other children are given various privileges at home, even if naughty. I was also let go because of a big New Year's Eve. Nangong Li is at home for the New Year, beaten by his own father. Nangong Li was sent to the hospital. 2 broken ribs, calf bone fracture, 2-handed rescue, minor visceral bleeding. What kind of scum is Nangong Ping? It was outrageous. No one in the hospital took care of Nangong Li. Strange to say, Nangong Ping has no relatives at home. In the village, it is probably the setting of the heroine and gentleman. My father said that it was the money collected by several families. A woman in the village, taking care of a confinement wife in the county seat. Drop by and deliver rice to Nangong Li. I went to see her on New Year's Eve. Her child is sitting on the hospital bed. Like an empty shell without a soul. And I had this pain in my heart. "Step forward, Ali." He looked up and his eyes were cold again. I hold him gently. "It's all right, it's all right. It will be fine. It will be fine. He can't be discharged for Chinese New Year. I bought him new clothes and new shoes. He has snacks. I also wrapped him a red envelope as lucky money. When I left, the child has a dull face. Thank you. Nangong Li was picked up by his mother. It's good to stay away from the scumbag. Move towards a new life. Nangong Li wants us to meet again. You have achieved happiness. New semester. Old-fashioned opening ceremony. Old-fashioned columns of scorching sun. Freshmen do it straight. His face was brimming with excitement and excitement. Sweat. A red face is also full of energy. Old students are like frosted eggplants. Wilted. Half dead. And a face full of resentment and impatience. My roommate and I were cursing the hot sun. Baking heat. The leader who insists on holding the opening ceremony at 9 o'clock. And the conference host who just asked not to use umbrellas. Hello everyone, I am the freshman representative Nangong Li. Like a cool girl with a ghost spring. Rashly in the ear, I crashed. Nangong Li is incredible. I jerked my head around to look at the podium. White dress. The spokesperson was shining in the sun. Nangong Li, shouldn't you be at Beijing University with the male lead? This is Quinan University. And my junior year. Shouldn't he be a senior in high school? Same name, same surname, not the same name. It's Nangong Li. I'm in the classroom. Photos of him were circulated in the dorm more than once. Video and grapevine. The little girl has emerged slim and graceful. A smile is gentle and calm. Be generous. Her eyes are still cold. It's a quiet cold. The sound quality and ferocity. It seems to be hidden behind the silence and desertion by him. It seems that the spider will be exposed at a certain moment. Many boys are crazy about him. Campus online. Various photos and videos in Tiba. And there's a whole lot of people coming along. Here he comes. I realized it in my roommate's discussion. Like the return of a fairy. Nangong Li has also returned to his position as the heroine. Much attention. He is the bright moon in the night sky, cold as frost, unattainable. But he doesn't recognize me. Dining in the cafeteria, and he was coming straight at me. I was torn whether to say hello to him. He passed me without looking sideways. And I was so relieved. Put all the previous torn down. I just served the leftovers for a few days. I just made up for the class for a while. Is there anything worth remembering? I made it up to myself. So I will step down after hosting the welcome party. He goes on stage and performs. I also passed him without squinting. Because of a perfect piano performance. Nangong Li is famous at school. I thought I was passing by like a stranger. Is our end? The head of the dormitory organized a men's and women's sleep. We dressed up and thought we were so handsome. To the location of the independent restaurant, that young and thin girl. Let me stop. Nangongli the Nangongli I know. Why are you fascinated by beauty? I shake my head. How is the school muse? I took a few turns to get an appointment. I don't know if I can. When pushing the door in, the girls looked up and saw us. Stunning flashes in the eyes. Nangongli glanced at him and lowered his head. No emotion. Not surprised to see me. Nothing else. Maybe in his eyes I'm just a stranger. Good to not disturb each other. Zhu Tao stood directly opposite Nangongli. Hello, my name is Zhou Tao. This is Wang Chenmu. Ni Qingqi noticed that I was facing a black, long straight. A girl with a shy smile. The other roommates also stand separately. Several girls have different temperaments. Good looks. Nangongli is particularly outstanding. I look like Nangongli. Thought she would hear my name. What changes? He was lost. No change. I don't care anymore. Only the girl in front of the closing. He asked me to see him smile shyly. I remember smiling warmly. Okay, reach for the sound. The cup in front of Nangongli was poured. Water flows over a table. A few people nearby are in a hurry. Car tissues help him wipe the table. Zhou Tao also asked him with concern if he was wet. Nangongli shook his head. The eyes that flowed over meet my eyes. So I kind of nodded at him. Look away, except for a small accident. The girls began to introduce the seniors. This is Nangongli. I am Shu Yan. That's shaking hands and sitting down. The phone suddenly vibrated. Wang Cheng, you are Zhou Tao. I want to trade muse with you. You can't get it. Let me keep an eye out. Change me. Roommates discuss. I silently turn off my phone. Come out of the toilet. The person opposite me was replaced by Nangongli. I looked at Nangongli. Looking at others. What the hell? These beasts are really blatantly changing positions. I looked across at Nangongli. He's eating with his head down. Bangs cover forehead. Eyebrows, lashes, long bushy hair. Tremor quadruple. Infatuation is a kind of well-behaved, sensible good boy breath. Wouldn't that be weird? I just paid off the cold and alienated, making people feel that it is not easy to approach. Now he looks docile and easy to bully. Stinky girl, have you repaired the technology of changing faces in the past 10 years? I always think he has no good intentions. What are you going to do? I didn't say anything. Bow your head all the way. Pay attention to me when the phone vibrates. The little girl looks at you a few times. The more you look, the more aggrieved you become. Eyes are getting red. Why don't you look up at him? Talk to people. Scum me up. His head is even lower. You can only see the beauty of the bridge of the nose. Reddish nose, like crying. The corners of the eyes are red. A pitiful little abandoned. A grieved look. I was shocked. This is not the Nangongli I know. As a child, he was cold and fierce. Aggrieved and pitiful are restrained and tolerant. Gives a sense of stubbornness, so it's better for the male lead to train. Now this pair understands. A pure and innocent girl. I am Nanpei. Remember your identity. I still choose to commit crimes. I'm a stone-hearted scum. Stay away from the heroine, towards a better tomorrow. So after dinner I just waved and said, Bye, brother. Nangongli took the first half step. There was a cautious look of hope in his eyes. Although cautious, but his mind is clear. He wants to get close to me, but I don't know what kind of street view it is. It's because of a friendship 10 years ago, or because of today's first encounter. So I refuse. I have to go back to catch up on my homework. Goodbye. In the end, no one went to the movies. On the way back, Zhu Tao asked me if I had no feelings for that junior girl. I didn't turn my face. Just tilt your eyes to look at him. Do you think I'm as hungry as you are? Yes, you are noble, you are amazing. You are everyone's favorite brother. If you can't be a boyfriend, you should also be a good sister. You are a full man, but you don't know if you are hungry. I would also like to say a few words. The phone suddenly pops up with a request to add friends. I am Nangongli's head is like a mountain. Like ink painting? A mountain half inky. Half are light days. The scenery is a bit familiar, but I can't remember where I saw the nickname for a while. Hey, I'm hesitant. Zhou Tao hold my hand. Wang Chengyu stretched out his finger and helped me agree. I will not allow you to refuse to be a beast. I don't agree either. I thank you. You're welcome. How far have Zhou Wen and his junior sister developed? I said no chat. Can't be this beast. Not at all. After a brief chat, he asked, What is brother doing? I'm going back to bed. Don't disturb him and say, Brother, let me treat you to milk tea. I lose weight, don't disturb. Does his brother hate me? Don't disturb me in class. Does his brother play games? I rush my homework. Do not disturb. Then one day Jotao scolded me scum in the group. The scum girl was crying in her dorm room. Can't you reply to the message well? I'm a little confused. How did you know he was going to cry? He dumped a photo in the group. I saw him holding his phone in both hands. The candy is leaning against the bed frame. Drop your head slightly. Thick eyebrows. Red eyes. Crystal light in eyes. Nose redness. Flat mouth distressed and pitiful. A look of great grievance. I was taken aback by this photo. When I rejected him, he looked at the phone with grievance. This Nangong Lee was taken over, right? Or is this the Nangong Lee who grew up? Did I remember the wrong book or wear the wrong book? I am issuing a certificate Wang Chenyu Ermi scum. How could you bear it? Liu Yi scum. Hurry up and call people. Say you love him, Zhu Tao Xugan said. Every time the children in Nangong summon up the courage to send a message, waiting for your reply carefully and expectantly, then the child wilts visible to the naked eye. Spiritual meaning to downcast, to a grieved Baba rendering jade. People are so good. Scum, how could you? I was so disgusted by the barrage of accusations. Then at their urging, I gritted my teeth and replied to Nangong Rio's message of my walk. Don't disturb me, and the chasing drama is so consistent. Heart of stone. This is true or false. I can't afford to offend the real Nangong. I always thought he was going to go crazy the next moment. I can't hide. Did Jotao and the others make an appointment to barbecue together again? I didn't know until I arrived at the place that there was still Nangong Lee for them. Nangong Lee was sitting on a chair. See me immediately without siblings. Zhou stood up. My brother shouted. Pucker your lips. Counting on the ground, Jotao kept pushing me. Is he the heroine? Are you going to torture the heroine who put me in prison? Although I didn't bully him when I was a child, even take good care of him. But who knows if he is grateful or vengeful? Who can understand my pain? Hey, I know I shouldn't be deceived by his appearance. Still can't help but be soft-hearted, and I sat down next to him. There was a flash of surprise in his eyes. The circles of the eyes gradually turn red. Water mist slowly gathers in the eye sockets, coagulated into tears. Then look at me with tears. The heart seems to have been punched hard. What did I do? Nyenyu brother. I was smart all over. The soft, the pathetic voice was a critical strike. I listened to you. Brother, don't ignore me. Please, these blinded eyes. Look at me innocently. Whispering. It's normal to be soft-hearted. Yeah, just a normal day. Normal get out of class. Nangong Lee suddenly appeared, standing at the classroom door, looking expectantly and carefully at the door. Wuhan in the second row. Brother Celadon holds the skirt in both hands. Stand up straight. Floppy hair. Forehead covering forehead. Eyes on me. Eyes down and up. Sort of cramped. Well-behaved and distressing. The classroom where people come and go seems to stop for a moment. They all looked at him. I went up to him with envy in everyone's eyes. The little girl's eyes brightened visibly. Bright heart. Have been cute, but it's still under control. I took his sleeve. Take him to the empty classroom next door. What's the matter? He's got his head down. The sound of one foot rubbing is low. Brother, it's my birthday today. He looked up, his eyes glowing with anticipation. Can my brother accompany me on my birthday? A soft heart. Soft-hearted, but the disease can be cured? I immediately took out my phone and transferred 280 cakes to him. Go buy it yourself? Brother wants to be good in class. I went back to the classroom with a hard heart. Just sat down. Wang Shengyu gave me a solid elbow. It made my stomach hurt. You beast? Beast. Chu Dao moved my face and showed me the classroom door. Do you see it? The eyes of the beast primary school girl are all red with grievance. What have you done? Keep an eye out for 3 or 2 to collect my things. Hang the bag around my neck. Get up for me and push it outside. Beast to comfort Muse. I was embarrassed to be in front of Nangong again. I try to calm my mind. Got a haircut? Spread the bag around your neck. Let's go. It doesn't matter if my brother doesn't want to. I'm used to celebrating my birthday alone. Brother was pushed out. Do you think you can still get in? I'm ahead. Let's go. How do you want to celebrate your birthday? Did I upset my brother? Can I hold your hand without my brother? Don't girlfriends always hold their boyfriends' hands? I'm stunned. What boyfriend? Is this girl a demon? Or have you had an accident in the past 10 years and hurt your head? And he actually reached out to take my hand. I took half a step back. Kids, we are just ordinary friends, okay? The child's head tilted. Must endure pure brother, aren't you a boy? Boys are boyfriends. It's outrageous, my tough car mouth chuckles twice. And then there's the merry-go-round, the marshmallow disco. Turntable ice cream. Ferris wheel, pity me a dozen old bones. Get out of the taxi. In front of you is a 4-star hotel. My whole body is going to explode. I'm afraid I'm dirty. Trembling and asking the little child. What does this mean? Nangong Lee turned his head and lowered his eyebrows. The internet does not say that you can do it after the age of 18. He bit his lower lip in embarrassment. Shyness lied to me. Shy goodbye. I turned around and ran. Get back into the taxi and shout, "Cracked lung driver, hurry up." Driver throttle. The car went out all at once. Escape. Escape. I give Nangong Lee very seriously. Sent a message. Junior, you are still young. Studying hard is justice. Don't panic to find a boyfriend. I'm just your senior. Ordinary senior. If you can't tell the difference between us, then let's not contact. Just send it out. He immediately played the video over. It's like waiting for news on your phone all the time. I scrambled to hang up and shut down. One small movement makes it feel like running 3 kilometers. Heart pounding. He was gasping for air. Whoops, scares me to death. I slept peacefully. Still in the disco in my dream. Turntable. I saved a girl who was knocked over. Nangong Lee hugged my neck tightly. Smile cold, brother. You can't run away. And I jerk off. Gasping for breath. Scared me to death. Slow down. He bowed his head to Wang Chengyu's condemnation. I'm fierce, what's wrong? Zhang Xiaoqian asked me, what did you say to Nangong Lee last night? Let him hide under the quilt in the middle of the night and cry. Nangong Lee is really crying. Who cried scum did what made who cry. Liu Yi came over. Zhou Tao sits on the opposite bed. Ni Qingqi, are you really a love killer? Power on. Nangong Lee sent several messages, brother. Sorry for making it difficult for you. My brother doesn't like me, so I have to move forward. It's really annoying. Elder brother, I really like you. Don't ignore me. Brother, are you really ignoring me? I can imagine the miserable people in Nangong. Sniffing and crying while sending a message. I am guilty. Then I sent him a message back that he didn't fall asleep. After sending it, hit your own hand. Make you unable to resist. Make you unable to resist. Note that the sentence poked can be withdrawn. Okay, it's too late to withdraw. I was probably possessed by a ghost just now. But sister, I brought you breakfast. When I woke up, my dazed head suddenly woke up. I stared at that sign, lost in thought. This is listen to me. This is the consciousness of ordinary schoolgirls. I said, I'm not going to the morning class. Help me answer. The provocation of Zhou Tao laughing back. If you don't go down, we'll carry you down. Wang Chengyu and Liu Yi silently gestured okay. Wait for me to hurry downstairs. The girl in white under the ginkgo tree is light and brilliant. Brother G, he's rich. Smile brightly and sunny. It seems that the whole world is happy. Can't compare to his happiness. Except for breakfast in the morning. He would accompany me to class when he was not in class. The library holds a seat for me. Occasionally take away and buy milk tea or malatang for free. Several roommates praised the younger sister for being considerate. I have nothing to say. And invited me to the school playground. Go to the club performance. Go to a movie. To watch their freshman basketball game. Children turn ordinary seniors. The junior sister ignored it vividly. When I asked him, he looked at me innocently. Carefully and wronged, Baba said, brother. Where did I go wrong again? Can't the junior sister invite the senior to watch a movie? Can't you take a walk and chat? Not holding hands. Junior is innocent. It's just that the seniors are asking for more, right? National Day cultural performances. There is also a group dance. Practice late tonight. Please, I'll pick him up. I think it's really not safe for him to be a girl. Went to the dance studio. Nangong Lin stood at the door in a black dress. Looking at a painting on the opposite wall. The light is not very bright. Many art students works on the wall. Take a look. The dark winter dance studio behind you. It's like an infinite space. The monster is opening its mouth, as if to devour him, as if he were the master of this monster. Waiting for the prey to take the bait. Very contradictory, seems to have found me, and he looked back, and he looked at me with great precision. Eyes are sharp, sharp and cold. My heart skipped a beat. Then Nangong Li's eyes curved. The eyes are warm and obedient, and the smile is innocent and innocent. Brother's voice is soft, nice and crispy. A cold air climbed up from the soles of the feet. Until it lingers in the heart, my heart skipped a beat. Wave goodbye to other dancing classmates. I'll go downstairs with Nangong Li. Then he took a rose from behind the pot. Take out a cup of milk tea from behind the sculpture. Take out a box of desserts from behind the vase. The dance is on the wall of the stairwell on the 3rd floor. Green plants and some clay sculptures. Sculptural artwork cleverly embedded in the wall. It creates a unique landscape. Light and shadow linings. The harmonious separation of green plants and artworks. All unique scenery. Blending is another kind of beauty. Passing through this wall for the first time, it's pretty amazing. After 3 years, no wonder. There are surprises and expectations in every groove today. Wait until the last groove on the 1st floor. My heart is pounding. I couldn't help but hold my breath. I am an old man, unexpectedly looking forward to a surprise prepared by a girl. Shame and excitement. There is a sense of being valued and cared for. Nangongmi raised her hand and reached in. I came out with a red velvet box. The head that was knocked out by the surprise suddenly woke up. Certainly not. He's only 18 and I should have proposed. The box is open. Inside lies a woven red rope. There are 2 red water beads on it. I want to beat myself to death for thinking about it just now. Happy birthday, brother. Shurutaogidi, in search of rocks. Organized to watch a love movie. I'm done thinking of watching a movie with Nangong Li. A little excited. A little shy. The cinema was dim and hazy. Only the light on the movie screen is jumping. Flickering. In order not to affect each other's seats, choose to be 8 feet away from each other. Fortunately, there are few people. I'm sitting in a position that accurately captures the king at the bottom left. Chengyu and Zhou Tao on the right. Brother, why don't you talk to me? My hand was held by him. I quickly withdrew my hand. He pursed his lips, and his eyes were bright and hydrated in the darkness. Wet milk dog eyes. I take a deep breath. This soft and innocent look is really cute. When will my brother let me be your girlfriend? I swallowed nervously. You are nice, but too young. Only 18? Nangong Li suddenly approached. There was a flash of light in the eyes. The warm breath sprays on my ears. Crispy mama. I rub it and stand up. Popcorn scattered all over the floor. He looked up at me. Eyes are bright in the dim light. The posture of looking up has an inexplicable sense of piety. Hey, it's blocked in front. There were voices from behind. I suddenly sat on the empty seat next to me. I can't take my eyes off the movie screen. Nangong Li has changed. It's not that dark and fierce little girl anymore. I have changed too. I wasn't pure anymore. Brother, lift your feet. The sound is close at hand. I panicked. Reflex dodges the foot. Look down at Nangong Li. Shuttle picked up my spilled popcorn under the seat. Holding a dress, the hem is already better. Inexplicably remember my childhood. New Year's Eve the following year. Every household goes to pay New Year's greetings and receive candy red envelopes. Wish him a happy new year. That's how he's holding the clothes. A rare smile. White teeth. It's a pity that I couldn't have a 3rd career with him. His appearance in the hospital bed comes to mind. I squatted down silently to help my sister. A soft heart. Soft-hearted. Nangong Li smiled well. Eyes bent into crescent moons. Brother, you are so kind. The good guy card is issued very neatly. I will too, and you are fine too. Back to the dormitory. There is an extra red velvet box in the bag. The box holds an electric sign. A line of characters iron painting silver hook. Do these 2 red beads look like red beans? Acacia to the bone, you know? A wave of hot air rushed to the top of the head and the face was hot after brushing it. I slowly opened the box. Quiet in the box, sleeping with 2 red warm and shiny stud earrings. Hey, what are you holding in your hand? Wang Chenyu's bluffing voice sounded. I'll take a picture of the monk box. Put it in your bag. It's nothing. 3 men gathered around and grabbed it. I took out the box and hid the sticky notes. And got sarcastic. I can take it. Nangong Li accompanies me to class. Picked up a love letter in my professional book. I didn't expect it. A thin envelope is sandwiched between the index and middle fingers. A bright red heart is painted on the white cover. Still hesitating about the 3 words Celadon. Brother, what is this? Vocal fibrillation. Hoarse voice. Red eyes. Expectation and despair. As if waiting for me to lie to him. Can't seem to change the fact. The whole person is in an extremely fragile state. I don't think a little love letter has to be like this. It looks like the end of the world. Catastrophe awaits. Life and death. The look of being betrayed and abandoned. Louis in front was attached to our table rock. Go back and whisper the 9th love letter. The 9th love letter from a talented woman in the Chinese department. I poked him in the head with a pen and shut up. Did my brother see it? His voice got lower, low enough to seem to have no emotion. Wang Chengyu came over and watched it all. It's ruined these 2 sour bars. A beast who is afraid of chaos in the world. He seemed to laugh. It's a soft laugh. It was so painful. Take a closer look. His eyes are already fluorescent. Red eye. I am really not human. A strong sense of guilt. It made me shiver. I have to explain. Nanggongli suddenly got up, walked straight out of the classroom through the side door. The teacher on the podium even made a joke. Don't the children accompany the seniors through the class, shocked that even the teacher knew him? The child also politely replied, "Hello, teacher. I have something to do temporarily and can't continue to listen to your class. It's okay. Go ahead, please. What is the kindness and tolerance of these elders?" For days on end, Nanggongli has not taken the initiative to contact me. It seems to have given up. It suddenly didn't revolve around me. I'm not used to it. I always feel that there is something missing around me. Zhou Tao scolded me for being cruel. Wang Chengyu Liuyi keeps scolding me scum. Then let me find Nanggongli. He also said that he had made it clear to Nangongli's roommate. They'll tell Nanggongli it's a misunderstanding. I don't have a National Day cultural event. And somehow I'm wearing a red rope. Although I know, people on stage can't see clearly. Someone's hand in the crowd below. I'm probably crazy. Saw him wearing a little suspender hot. Shining brightly on stage. Listening to the whistles of praise from the boys around. It drives me crazy. We went backstage. When he walked in, a trench coat hood down, I shoved him into the little locker room. Brother, please change your clothes first. I didn't stay long. The teacher in the management background told me to get out. I'll message him, and I'll buy you a cup of milk tea. Wait for me to come back with milk tea, seeing Nanggong clutch a boy talking and laughing. I knew at a glance that he was the male protagonist. There's a phrase in the book that describes him as gentle and elegant, like the sun in spring, bringing warmth to the people around you, but not enthusiasm. Take a sabbatical. The counselor gave us a few places. Go to Beijing University for an exchange study for 1 year. I hesitated with the registration form. Then he slapped his right hand twice. Still hesitant, what other unrealistic fantasies are there? The male protagonist is here. Go to the library to read. Su Wan just left. Suddenly someone sat across from me. Brother Nanggongli. This brother is very different from before. The tail went up before. Gives a sense of dependence and innocence. It's coming out of my teeth. Tail sank, as if I were his enemy. His eyes cleared. Brother Xiaoye Ruhua is really popular. Has my brother not thought of me at all these days? And I looked at him. I'm a little scared. The sheepskin was torn off, bearing the fangs of a hungry wolf. Don't you install it? No, he stood up slowly. Reach out and grab my chin. The hairs all over my body stood up in an instant. Creepy. I also heard that my brother likes better girls. He came close to me and breathed like an orchid. Am I not good enough? Why don't you like me? You are obviously very good. Let me go. I took his hand. He put his other hand on my earlobe. Lightly pull. I'm numb. It's impossible to just shake him off. He was grinning, staring straight at my gift of rice. When you marry your brother, let me repay the kindness, okay? Tail sink. Let out a little bit of anger. My celestial cover today is going to fly away, so he already recognized me. Are you kidding me, kid? Brother doesn't like to be played. I'll spare you this time. Thank you, brother, for sparing me from death. I promise you, I think I need to calm down about the deadline. I handed in the application form, and I packed my things nonstop. Arrived at Beijing North University in advance. In the past, carriages and horses were very slow. I want to meet someone with a high mountain and a long way to go. Now think of someone. Even if one is skating, one can be close in difficulty. Feud in the morning, the grave in the afternoon. I silently took back the corner of the next set of stairs. Nanggongli smiled and looked up at me. And I sighed. Decided to have a good talk with him. To the cafe, he took my hand obediently. Smiling. Beautiful. Long time no see, brother. I'm also polite. I haven't seen my brother for a long time. I stand so high. Do you see me? Nanggong Li's eyes are moisturized. When looking at people, there is a sense of coolness on the clear spring stone. I was silent. Why didn't my brother come to me? I asked why I came to you. His peace and quietness had the slightest military intensity, like the thin ice of a river cracking. The cracks reveal the sound quality and madness of immersion. Come, brother. Have you thought of me for 10 years? When confronted with a question you don't want to answer, you can choose to ask, do you hate me? Why did you lie to me? Look at me being played around like a fool by you. Are you happy? Nangong Li stared at me intently, as if to find something on my face. The eyes are no longer clear. Exceptionally smart. This is my first time. See it in a girl's eyes. But he laughed again. Rosy lips suck open the gaps. The straight-back teeth look white. It seems that he is about to pounce on me and bite me at any time. Brother, I skipped from the 1st grade to the 3rd grade of high school, crossing the time gap to enter Beijing. But you are not there. I had trouble repeating the exam again. This sentence is a bit informative. And here's the shocking part. How did Nangong Li know that I would be admitted to Beijing North University? The original owner did take the Beijing test at the beginning. It's so hard for me to chase my brother. Which chase is this chase? Chasing? I stared at him vigilantly. What the hell are you doing? He looked relaxed and did nothing. It's just to repay my brother for the gift of rice. I laughed angrily to repay the kindness, pretending to be innocent to play with me. This is your debt. I didn't see it in return. Seeking revenge is clear. Brother, don't call me brother. I'm not your brother. I can't afford to be your brother. He turned gloomy all of a sudden. Obviously nothing has changed. I just feel the wind blowing around Nangong Li. Hold. Your eyes are cold and piercing. Go back. I'm going back to bed. Nangong Li mo go. I've been squatting at the school gate. He won't leave if I don't go out. It snowed heavily. It's getting dark. It's getting colder. I saw moments. In the cold winter and 12th lunar month, I saw an infatuated myself girl. For being soft-hearted. It's a terminal illness. Hurried to the school gate. Nangong Liang, who almost turned into a snowman, started, a face flushed, bruised lips, and smile at my victory. I knew it! A soft-hearted god will not ignore me. I just got close. He stood up slowly. Is it uncomfortable to fall into my arms? Dizzy, I'll take you to the hospital. No, I'm busy booking a hotel online. Take him there again. Heat up. Nangong Li's face was even redder, which was very abnormal. I touched my forehead. You have a fever. I'll take you to the hospital. If you don't go, you'll leave me in the hospital. You take a hot shower. I'll get you some cold medicine. Suddenly caught with a hand. Can I still call you brother? Nangong Pair has a strong nasal sound, low voice. Look at me carefully. I nod my head randomly. I take off my down jacket, help Nangong Li take off his shoes again. The shoes were so wet they almost froze. The socks are soaked. The trousers are also wet, feet cold and white. Even some frozen hands. That won't work. Feet are frozen, so contact with hot water will cause frostbite. I crouched on the ground and rubbed his feet. Rub and curse. I am a soft-hearted terminal cancer patient. Ankle instep. Rub the toes and soles of the feet until they are red and hot. Go take a shower. I don't know when he did it. Suddenly pounced down, took my face and kissed wildly. Until face to face with soft ceiling lights. I just woke up suddenly. It flipped over and held him down, and I took his hand. He looked straight at me, Niching Temple. I like you and I'm at a loss. Get up in a hurry to buy you medicine. Will he come back by grabbing my sleeve? Nangong Li's eyes. Let me see his childhood in a trance. Cold and crazy. There is a drug that pulls people to die together. Yes, he slowly let go. Look up at me. The corners of the mouth rise. Your eyes are cold. You better be when I go out. He was sitting on the floor. I brought it back, and he was still sitting on the ground. I took 2 quick steps to help him. I counted to 1571. He stared at me, Niching Shi, you leave me again. I would go crazy. Escape is not realistic. I thought about my relationship with Nangong Li. If childhood is compassion, yes. Treat him like a little sister who needs to be taken care of, then. The first time I saw him at the opening ceremony. Emotions may be changing. I don't want to admit to being shallow, but those who pity those who are soft-hearted, those who are angry and jealous, I really like him as much as the original owner. That being the case, why don't you try walking? Difficult to attack. The note of my rebirth is not quite right. I just woke up because my dad was drunk, no hot water. Kick to the ground. Broken knee. Bump your forehead against the wall. After a brief period of dizziness, I found myself back in my childhood. I can't believe it. Because a second ago, I'm admiring the ugliness of him kneeling and crying in front of me. And the unconscious wanders around in search of confused memories. Why did you go to Nie Qingzi's house when you were furious? I see a candy. His eyes were full of sympathy and heartache. I am amazed. Green transparent candy paper wrapped in small candies. I once found one. The third-grade brother said I stole his. Beat me in the head and bleed. When I got home, my dad beat me half to death again. Nie Qingzi is not Nie Qingzi anymore. And I had the candy in my hand. Remembering my childhood, most of the pain comes from Nie Qingzi. He deliberately bullied. It was he who made others bully him. It was him who framed the blame for all kinds of things. But I remember, since I threw a rock at his head, everything seems to have changed. He picked up the little cake carefully. Carefully pinch off the dirty areas. Put it on the wall of his house. Show me where to go. That's what I wanted to eat so much in my last life. But the little cake that has never been eaten. In the last life, Nie Qingzi crushed his feet into mud. Don't let me pick up the little cake to eat. No matter how you compensate yourself when you grow up, a little cake that everyone feels is lacking. After 2 lifetimes, I finally got to eat that little cake. It tastes good when you eat it. As delicious as the world. If I had been reborn earlier, I can actually taste that little cake. He brought me food. It's leftovers. I've been reluctant to eat that candy. I found a medicine bottle. Keep it on your body. I take it with me wherever I go. I hid it until it expired and didn't turn black. No one knew it was my candy. Nie Qingzi is so good. Sweet potato eggs teach me to grow vegetables. Teach me my homework. I'm a sinister person. I deliberately did poorly on exams. He gave me makeup lessons. I also deliberately messed up the questions. I love seeing him get mad at me. I'm so angry. And beating me is different from beating my dad. My dad's beating is disgusting. Hate is anger. Nie Qingzi's fight is about caring. Disappointment is anxiety. I hate iron, but not steel. I've never been cared for as long as I can remember. No one cares whether you live or die. Now Nie Qingzi cares. I am also cared about, so I didn't let the teacher read my composition. After reading it, everyone will know how good Nie Qing's words are. They'll rob me. Back from the city, and brought me a cannon and a spinning top. Give me a new pair of shoes. He also took me to various houses to pay New Year's greetings. I won't let Nie Qingzi's cousin call him brother. He's my brother. I'm alone. But I didn't put on my new shoes. I put it on the edge of my pillow. I'm going to wait until I get up early on the first day of the new year to put it on. I woke up and my dad threw his shoes in the stove. All that's left is the smell of burning plastic. And the charred ashes in the kitchen. I dare not tell Nie Qingzi. I'm afraid he won't be happy. My mom was a college student who was cheated. I wanted to stay and live a good life. So give me a name and stay away from dreams. Get closer to reality. But my dad beat him and scolded him, so he ran away quietly. My dad hates families with sons. He wants to kill all the boys in the village. He asked me to trick my father into going home in person to bury him alive. I picked up a brick and threw it at him. I didn't run this time. I just want to kill him and never have trouble. But in the end, the little man was hung up neatly. I also tried my best to kick him, curse him with all the vicious words. I counted 4372. I saw Nie Qingzi before I fell into a coma. Wearing Spider-Man pajamas. Anxious and angry. Then he put his pajamas over me. Like Spider-Man saved me from suffering. There are many unforgettable moments in a person's life. And many unforgettable moments are due to Nie Qingzi. New Year's Eve, 30 Nie Qingzi also came to see me. New clothes, new shoes, lucky money until the heroin leaves. You thought he took it? He said you are well in the hospital. I'll pick you up this weekend. He didn't come, until my mother goes through all the formalities. The weekend passed Wednesday and I didn't come. And it dawned on me, I'm just a kid to him. Maybe I should have appeared in front of him in a different image. Then I leave, I'll find him when I grow up. When I miss him, I can't help but call his house. But his phone can't get through. It's an empty number. I chase the chasm of time. Skip to Beijing. He's not here. I even went to my dad's funeral with nausea. Like the previous neighbors. The family moved to the city. I also know that he has difficulty in the exam. I'm standing on the low wall of his house where he puts sugar. Took a photo. Half his day. Half are mountains. People are obsessive. For example, the cake I never ate when I was a child. Candy picked up. And the one who is like redemption. Only with possession can we heal. Ni King Temple, I can always catch up with you.